down, somewhere down here. It's close to George Clooney. I know he lives, but I cannot take people there. On Prime and King. Security, bodyguard, different situation. Again, it's all about prophecy. And now, approaching the canyon. We call it the 70s, very big number of famous rock stars sitting in that canyon right here. I'll give you some examples. The Beatles used to share a big house down here when they first came to LA. That house used to belong to a mafia man called Bugsy Siegel. When the Beatles left the Beverly Hills, their house was sold to Jimi Hendrix, a very famous guitarist, sadly passed away years ago. More examples. Jim Morrison from a band called The Doors. The house is still down here with the Mission Bell, the house that was burned to the ground. They rebuilt it. Things like Van Halen, the guy who passed away 200 years ago. That hippies that go down to Sunset Boulevard where all the venues and the clubs are located.
Oo, nawala kasi wala nang connection.
Charles Manson, the man who died in jail, took a lot of his victims from the music business. You remember the name, right? Charles Manson. Yeah. He's gone. And that house in Beverly Hills, Sharon Tate, or Sierra Hills, was demolished. Yeah, they took it off. They put a big Mediterranean house on top.
Oo.
Alright, we'll take the next canyon road that goes to the heart of Beverly Hills.
My
When we
tour
get to
guide.
Beverly Hills, you'll notice a big difference. Wires, cables overhead. 99% of the roads in Beverly Hills don't have power lines like this. Better look. Fire hydrants in Beverly Hills will be sold. Oxygen rate will get better. You'll smell money on the spot.
Oo, my tour guide.
Green, stone and green. Different nature in Beverly Hills, that's what I'm trying to say. This is the Los Angeles, very dry, less water. In Beverly Hills, more water, more money, more water. Of course, they keep it green all the time. They have a lot of reservoirs. That's why we get a lot of fires here. Not in Beverly Hills, but it never rains in Southern California, right? Always dry.
Yeah, always try.
Showers the other day. This area is very in general. Very expensive.
Look at that.
Big names like Shirley Temple, who died in a big house on Sunset Boulevard. Larry King used to own a house here on the left. Big names like Betty White used to be around here, but that was many years ago. That's why houses are very, very expensive. And the view was always like this. San Gabriel Mountains.
Salamat sa pag-watch.
Little
Arrows.
today, but they can still see. We have snow on higher elevation behind those mountains. Big Bear,
Oo.
Lake
Para
Arrowhead.
din.
We have Yosemite that way. A lot of places with a lot of snow, ski resorts, but not a problem. This is usually a very busy area. Tourists from all over the world. This is all made in the locals and visitors from other states. Internationally, we're not getting north here, no around here, not at this time. We have a gated community on the right. It's called the Summit. Britney Spears used to own a house on the other side. You can see it. She sold that house back in 2007, right after a big fight with paparazzis. Britney Spears shaved her head when she lost her mind. She went after paparazzi with her umbrella. First one with the umbrella. Her name is Gwen Stefani. Beautiful lady. We saw her at the gate many times. She's still engaged to Blake Shelton, country singer, right? From The Voice, the show. They're not married. As far as I know. She raised 3 boys in that house. She has 3 kids from a different man, from the ex-husband. She said in an interview, "I'll never sell this house. I needed a big house for the boys." Yeah, you can fit 250 boys in that house. You skip one. Honestly, whenever she gets a birthday party here, we go to the gate. We see 3 school buses. She
Oh,
invites
thank you
the whole
guys for
school. You can fit a
watching.
whole
Salamat,
school there.
salamat.
Yeah. Skip one house to the right. You see another big house with a red roof, like a 2-story house. Years ago, this house used to belong to Jennifer Lopez when she lived with Mark Anthony, right?
Ah.
No, when they were married, I mean. And
Yeah.
they had the twins. After that, they were between here and Florida. They left this property. Very expensive, millions of dollars. Later, it was sold to a famous boxer called Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
This guy, Manny Pacquiao has 5 kids.
Yeah.
Busy people. His wife is always pregnant. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, let him fill up the house with kids. You can fit an army of kids. God knows how many bedrooms there. I'm gonna find that one day. So millions of dollars for those houses. Bigger houses, they go over $20 million here. The smallest house on that hill, it can be less than $8 million. That's for sure. Very, very expensive. And security is very important. Internet has damaged a lot of people's lives. You can find any address nowadays. So most of them are coming to gated communities like this. We know the Sharon here, Christian Slater, and many more. Like me will never make it in. Paparazzi, it's impossible. I'll show you. I want to show you this. Walt Disney. So Walt Disney Mountain, and I'm going to start for you. Look. Can you see a big house on top? That was the Walt Disney Mansion. Now it's a family from China, they say. They're not in the entertainment business. The water tower. I wonder if you can see it. I know it's hard. Like water tower. One big property.
Yes.
He was so in love with Disney when he was a kid. Uncle Jesse. Most of them did something with Disney. Disney Channel, I mean. So he's doing much better if you know his. Back biggest. Great guy, very nice. We saw school with California. Julia Roberts used to own a big mansion. She moved their family to Montana. It's called Beverly Park. Biggest house in the center, big any house. Used to, well, a man called Harvey Weinstein, who's not coming here no more. They took away the house from him. Harvey, bad boy. Go ahead with tourists from Germany. They can see you, they don't. Alright, so Sylvester Stallone lives on the other side, names like Eddie Murphy, his neighbor next door. Steve Harvey bought a house there, gated. I would say the richest people in California, they own houses there.
Oh, yeah.
Beverly Park. Read about that place, Beverly Park. You'll see if that truck will pass me. Don't be safe, don't worry. I call them angry residents. You see a big house at the bottom. Can you see it?
Yes.
They showed you this in a movie called The Great Gatsby. They did few scenes here by Leonardo DiCaprio. They filmed in New York, Australia, and they filmed in Rhode Island also. But this is some scenes here. That house used to belong to Arnold Schwarzenegger, former governor of California.
Yeah.
Arnold sold it. He left the area. He said, "I'll be back." We never heard from him. And that kid looks exactly like Arnold. We'll show you the house one more time. Boxer, Gwen Stefani. Remember we saw those houses earlier. This is the gate right here.
Oh,
This is
wow.
where we see famous people in and out. Let's see.
Manny Pacquiao houses around this
One of the nannies.
gated.
Yeah, I know what they drive. Alright, so Britney Spears used to own a house here. This is exactly where Britney was involved in a big fight with paparazzis back in 2007. That was the reason behind her selling this house. It happened right here on the spot where I'm sitting. Actually like this. It happened right here on the spot where I'm sitting. Yeah. You remember that fight, maybe, some of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened. It was, she started, from Malibu. She stopped at a gas station. It turned into a fist fight. It ended up here. They bought their friends. They bought more cars. It's a long story. Yeah, poor girl, Britney Spears. She suffered.
Yeah.
Is Britney suffering? On my phone, can you see it?
Yeah.
She hurt a lot of people. A lot of people made money, good money here. I wish I was here, but I wasn't. Yeah. And earlier I talked about John Stamos. This is his house, more clear here, by the water tank up top. And there's a capital D from Disney. Can you see it? That was
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse's house back there.
Okay.
Remember we couldn't see it very well? He has a capital D from Disney by his house. Yeah,
Oh,
Michael
good
Jackson paid him a lot of
morning,
money for that.
Jessica.
He sold it to him. When
Hello,
Michael
hello,
passed,
hello.
He felt very sorry. It's like he has the rights to it. People say
I
he
don't know,
was
you
D
guys,
for-
if you
for
can
divorce,
hear me.
D for drunk. He was D for Disney and D for drummer. This wasn't his match. Well, look at that big
Thanks,
house
everyone, for
downtown
watching.
where Arnold used to live. Guy Osseri used to own that house. Guy Osseri, Madonna's manager. Yeah. A lot of people ask me, well, we want to drive on the driveway. It's not a public
Oh,
driveway.
hello, Inland
You
Empire.
can fit 20 cars side to side.